gentlemen, would you please welcome your New Orleans Saints?
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Throwing is Rattler. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago. His team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
Purdy going to get it to Pearson on the RPO. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. Oh, what a move. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rattler wants to throw it. Throw complete right side to Coates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. They're losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
It's a loss of 2.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd and 13.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Boy, shifts past him. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, San Francisco.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the 49er first down.
Now Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. The Niners had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And right now they're probably asking, hey, who did we offend in the scheduling office? Back-to-back road games to start the season.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'll bet someone called the league office to protest, but sometimes it just shakes out that way. But they can get out of this with a split, knowing they'll get those home games later in the season. It could be quite an advantage for them if they take care of business now.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Purdy now to throw. Yeah, he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
George Kittle. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the same
back to throw. Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
A gain of 2. Brings up third and
to the air is Rattler. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
21 yards. That's another 49er first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Purdy.
At the Saints' 32-yard line.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 12.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Purdy. Now he's going to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
It's second down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Brought down right at
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the shotgun, Rattler. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rattler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
From the gun on 3rd down, Purdy. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Another run, this time McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot, touchdown! George Kittle from 3 yards out. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
Touchdown, New Orleans! A big play there. 65 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year, because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
The late groupie now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Niners.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
17 yards. And the 49ers.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Cooks motions to the left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Now Rattler. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Ooh, the juke. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And running with power here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7. So time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. A quick throw completed by Purdy. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun. Purdy.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, 49ers.
Back to throw again.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up second and 2. At the 24.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
There defensively.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Rattler working out of the gun. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down.
They'll go play action here with Rattler. A short one there, caught by Likely.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
It's a gain of 9.
Throwing is Rattler. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on Tampa Bay.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Oh, able to avoid him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Blitz coming and down he goes. Powering in to drop it was John Ridgeway.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Able to find Gray here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
First down.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Jonas Sanker on the coverage.
McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
A 40-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off from the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Again, it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Rattler wants to throw it.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Rattler. To the sideline and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another 49er.
Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just short of midfield.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Purdy.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Now the Saints coming back out, ready to go for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
To the air is Rattler.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. They've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Rattler.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They're going to run with Taysom Hill.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Taysom Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here's Groupie for the PAT.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score.
So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first.
It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
And he'll start with a give to Kamara. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, Fantastic.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Marquise Siegel on the coverage.
Now Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Upton Stout there defensively.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
Taken down at the 42.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Purdy from the gun. And this pass caught by Gray.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete. It's likely. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Saints first down.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Inside a minute to go. Here's second and 10 now.
Back to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Back at the 19-yard line.
He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
And now down to 24 seconds after the spike.
Here's third down and 5. To the air once more is Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left.
For the Saints field goal.
And we've got a timeout.
A 53
9 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Purdy to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, that is incomplete.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime.
Cooks flashing the footwork. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rattler wants to throw it.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Throwing is Rattler. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll be gaining just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now it's Purdy's turn in overtime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's another 49er first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. 3rd and 2.
To George Kittle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Purdy. Open man, there's Gray. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. So it's a win for the Niners here, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for the Niners, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.